All right, gentlemen, so we're talking about section number 5 now, the style theory of constraints. So what do I mean by this? I talked about it briefly in the last section, but almost all of us are constrained by time and money. Actually, all of us are going to be constrained by time. We've only got so much time here. But some of us have, well, let's just say that we've got plenty of time and we've got plenty of money. And if you fall into that quadrant, congratulations. However, you're not out of the clear. Because for you, there are so many distractions out there. And for you select few out there that fall into this, stay focused and build your core wardrobe. It's going to be very easy for you to be distracted, to start looking like a peacock, to dress in a way that isn't truly who you are, following trends, buying things, having a whole bunch of clothing that gets cluttered and in the way. Focus in on that core wardrobe and enjoy. Not much I can add there because, again, if you got plenty of time, plenty of money, it's a good place to be. Okay, but let's talk about the other 95, 98% of us. And we are constrained by time and or money. Now, most of us think that we are constrained by both time and money, but that's not the case. And I'm going to give you examples of truly people who fit down into that quadrant. Let's say, and these are people that have reached out to me. These are real examples. I'm not going to give you their names, but I knew a father. He was widowed of 4 kids going to law school. For him, he was constrained by time. He was constrained by money, and he needed to look good for interviews. And I fell for this guy. And if you fit in that category, that is truly, to me, who fits in that category. Another gentleman, young man, taking care of his family over in Ukraine. So he's supporting both of his parents who were disabled. He's going to school. He's in a country where the average person only earns, and he wasn't in Kyiv, so I think he was in Odessa. So we're talking about the average about $300 to $400 a month. So if you're in one of those situations, the best advice I can give you is to focus in on educating yourself. Anytime you see a deal, you want to be able to jump on it. And make do with what you have. You can actually get away with less. I remember I had a young consultant who was constrained by time and money work with me, and we ended up getting him a suit. He wore pretty much the same suit Monday through Friday until he could afford another one. He just changed out the shirts, changed out the ties, all of which he picked up at thrift stores. So there's a way to get around it, but you're just going to have to focus in on your education, and that's why I make tons of free videos over at Real Men Real Style, a tailored suit, Art of Manliness, all these different platforms for people just like you. Okay, so now let's talk about those of you that have plenty of time and maybe don't have a whole lot of money. Most students are going to fall into this phase. And yes, I know some of you guys say I'm really busy, but nah, you don't have kids. You don't have the responsibilities of all these other people. Later in life, you will probably become a lot busier than you even imagined possible. And what you need to do is figure out ways to use that time to get better deals and to not have to spend the money. So you're going to be out there, you're going to be getting on email lists, and you're going to be following sales. Anytime, Neiman Marcus or, Barney's or Macy's, these box stores where you're going to find some of your best deals, you want to be ready to jump on it. The way you're going to be able to know what to jump on is you're already going to have identified your brands. You're going to have gone into the mall, tried on certain bits of clothing, see what you like. In fact, know it by inventory number and put out a Google alert on this. So you're spending time to be able to track down those sales. You're going into thrift stores and you're taking advantage of some great deals there. You may be putting out a bounty. You're looking for maybe a brown tweed jacket in a size 42, and you're letting everyone know. In fact, you're asking people, hey, here's my picture. Here's what here's what I'm trying to do. Here's my story. And if you see these 5 items, which I've listed here, please call this number or send me a quick email. I'll be here within 24 hours to pick it up. You can do that. You have the time and the ability. So find ways to use this up here to be able to, find some great deals out there. Now, some of you guys are in the other side of the quadrant in which you've got plenty of money and you have very little time. Let's say you're a consultant. You work for Bain, maybe you work for McKinsey, you work for Deloitte, and you're traveling all over the place. You only have one day a month that you feel like you ever get a bit of a break. You do not want to spend your free time shopping for clothing. And in fact, because you've got a bank account that actually is very well padded, even if you've got a family, you are doing very well. In your case, you're going to want to work with a custom clothier. You're going to want to work with one of the box services. I think Men's Style Lab. I just did a review of these guys, a great company. You would want to work with them. You want something higher end, go check out Trunk Club. These are the kind of companies which are going to save you time. Work with an image consultant or a style shopper. These people are going to be able to, if they're good, they're going to talk to you, they're going to understand your needs, and they're going to go out there and find exactly what you want. But let's say you don't want to give up full control. And in fact, you really still want to know. Well, this is where education products on demand are going to be very useful for you. As you guys know, I developed this personal image system specifically for men like this, that they can go in and go through my blueprint or go through the entire system, take the course wherever they're at in the world, join the community. But there are other programs out there. I would recommend purchasing some books, taking those with you. You can just read them on Kindle. Maybe you want to grab a Man's Guide to Style. I've got a 14-hour audio over there that you can just listen to whenever you're flying on the plane. For you, time is the limited resource. So you want to be able to spend a little bit more money, get exactly what you want, and have it delivered to you. All right, so that was section number 5. The style theory of constraints. And what I talk about there is that all of us are constrained either by time or money, and there's 4 quadrants. You need to identify which one you fit into and go down below and make sure to fill out, identify where you're at, because that'll help me deliver the right content to you.